keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
I am beyond excited to be finally decorating our Christmas tree for the first time in our new home. I have been waiting for this day, dreaming of this day, and just seeing this back as I'm decorating it and having the fire going in the fireplace. It truly is a dream come true. So I hope that you really enjoy watching as I transform our house for Christmas, and I hope that you get some motivation and inspiration out of it as well.
To have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas.
I wanted to give you an overview of the disaster that was behind the scenes, but also just the options that I have to use to decorate with. Some of the stuff that I had left from the old house, I am planning to get rid of. It just doesn't go with the new house decor, so I just kind of laid everything out in categories as to what I thought I would use and where I thought I would use it to get me started. So a lot of what you just saw will be going to friends and family. I'm going to let them pick through it, and then whatever's left I will send to the resale shop. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the mantle because it felt a little less daunting than the tree. Once I get going, I get really into it, but kind of the getting started is always my issue. It's just kind of like an overwhelming task. So anyway, I've never had a mantle. I was excited to decorate the mantle. It did not turn out anything like what I had envisioned, but there is, a budget that we have to stick to, and the garland that I really wanted from Hobby Lobby was like $150. I about croaked when I saw the price. So I went with a much cheaper garland. It does light up, I just don't have the batteries for it, and then I'm going to decorate it myself to make it look a little bit more like the garland that I wanted. I also wanted it to drape down the side, and I took that entire clip out because I worked and worked and worked on it, and I could not get it to stay up there, and it just didn't look right. So went with one garland up there, and then it worked out perfectly because I'm going to use the other one on my table later. Went ahead and changed out my pillows. I got a few new pillows for the couch just to make it a little more festive, and then I did hang a wreath on the door. So you can see I'm kind of avoiding the tree as of right now, just trying to do little things around the house that kind of get me in the mood, and then once I'm kind of in the groove and feel like I've got a few things taken care of, then I get much more in the spirit and starting to decorate the tree. So anyway, this little bench my mom got me for Christmas and just went ahead and let me have it because she didn't want to A, store it, and B, wrap it. So
The snow is falling down.
I am thankful that she gave it to me sooner rather than later, and I'm able to enjoy it and use it longer. So just going to go ahead and decorate it here, and I love how it turned out. And I want to order a picture of the kids to put above it eventually. So, and then just hung a little wreath on our back door. And this little table, I wanted to show you these pictures. These, if you don't know what to do with your Christmas cards, I went ahead and ordered these on Amazon a few years ago. They're just 5x7 photo albums, and then I put our Christmas cards from every year in them, and it's just really neat to look back on. The kids love looking back to see, what they look like however many years ago and what each of our Christmas cards look like. So these are actually our Santa pictures, and then the next one is our Christmas cards. So I have two different albums.
Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
I always keep it on the coffee table so that when guests come over, they can also enjoy looking at them from time to time. It's always a big hit, and everyone really enjoys it. So it's one of those things that I hope to do and continue to do for years to come, and that it can just be one of those little memories for my kids.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday.
This little plate I made with the kids in 2019 is just their little handprints of a Santa, a Christmas tree, and a reindeer, and then I just wrote cookies for Santa across the top of it and their name and then the year that we made it. It's just a little keepsake memory, and then this is what we use for our cookies for Santa. And then my mom gave me this adorable little cookie jar that it's pretty old and pretty expensive, she said, so hopefully I can take good care of it and not break it ever. And we won't actually use it. It's just more for decoration. So I thought it was really cute over here, but then I end up moving it, so later you'll see it in a totally different spot. It's one of those things in a new house especially, I'm having trouble finding, what I want where. So throughout the next month, you might see that I move things around periodically. And that's okay. That's part of decorating and finding the things that you like. But now we're going to go ahead and do a little DIY. This little wreath I've had forever. And when I say forever, I think we've had it since we were married. So like 10 to 13 years, I've probably had this wreath. And the ribbon on it was like a burlap. It didn't go with my new style, and it was looking pretty old and rough. So I wanted to go ahead and make a new ribbon. I will say I wish I had a different kind of ribbon. This isn't quite what I want, so I may end up changing it again in the future. But for now, it works, and it gives us a little pop of red. And I end up using this wreath as a candle ring on my counter here later. I'm not sure that I ever end up showing the clip, but I need to get a new Christmas candle for it, but for now I'm just stuck my fall candle in there. And then we're going to get started on the tree. I had a very big helper. She loves all things decorating, so she had a lot of fun helping me. And I love that we have these memories to look back on. If YouTube does nothing else, it is definitely a way for me to keep all of our special memories uploaded and where we can look back and watch them anytime we want. So I'm loving that part of it for sure, and it's just so sweet to watch this back and see how excited she is, and she's going to be the best little decorator one of these days.
Safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment.
If you notice, of course, Malia is dressed adorable. She had went to a family thing with my mom, and I had went to town with my husband to do some shopping. And on our way home, as well as I was getting out of the truck when we got home, I spilled my leftovers all down the front of me. So as soon as I got in the house, I changed into my pajamas because it was cold and starting to get dark and just a yucky day outside. So what better way to decorate your tree than in your pajamas? But of course, she's looking all cute as usual. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a ornament cluster. I think this has been going around on TikTok a lot, but one of my friends made a few for her tree, and she's like, you have to try this. It totally just makes it look so much better. And she had actually given me a few of these red and green ornaments that she wasn't going to use on her tree this year, because I knew that I didn't have near enough ornaments for this 9.5-foot tree that we bought. And I really didn't want to spend a whole lot of money because I needed more decorations anyway. So long story short, I tried the clusters and loved it. So I did do that throughout the tree here and there, as you'll see, but it just really elevates the look of the tree and gives it just kind of a unique look, and just, I don't know, it's something different. I really enjoyed it.
Underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're
Sadly, I had to go ahead and take down the decor from the Thanksgiving table scape that I had done. I really, really enjoyed that, but I'm hoping that this will turn out as good or better than the fall one did. It'll be hard to top, but we're going to give it a whirl. So I did go ahead and use that second garland that I didn't end up using on the mantle. I'm just going to fluff it up really quick, and then you'll see what I do here in a little bit. This one does also light up. I just don't have the batteries for it. So I think they take 2 D batteries, and I had 1 D battery, and I need 4. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get some of those the next time I run to the store, but I'm hoping that once it lights up, it really makes it look even better. But I thought it turned out pretty good, so you'll just have to wait and see what we come up with. Originally, I thought I would do like a really thick, flowy, luxurious like greenery on the mantle. But when I got to Hobby Lobby, I didn't see anything like that, like what I had in my head. But I did see this other garland that looked a lot like this, but it had all of these ornaments like attached to it. It was beautiful, but like I said, it was $150, and I needed 2 of them for the mantle and 1 for my table. That is outrageous. So I just went ahead and decided I was going to try to do it myself. So that's just what we did. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I think it is beautiful, and I am so excited to just be able to relax and enjoy sitting by the tree and watching the fire and just spending time with my family. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll go ahead and add in some clips now of everything now that it is finished.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you all coming back and watching all of my videos. It really does mean a lot. So make sure you subscribe to see more coming soon. Bye-bye.